Hey guys, it's Lisa. I hope you all are well. I'm excited to share a life update with you guys and just tell you kind of where I am right now. So, not everybody knows, but I wanted to share that I have left my 9 to 5. I turned in my 3 weeks resignation. I am on a creative path and I am so excited. However, I just wanted to tell you guys that's not always the most easy, exciting thing. I know some of us, when you hear somebody quits a 9 to 5, you're like, oh my gosh, it's so exciting. I'm so excited for you to chase your dreams. That's so dope. And then some people are like, and then what are you gonna do? Like the career you're trying to go into is not a steady career. So what are you gonna do next? And I can tell you, I thought both those thoughts and both ends of those spectrum throughout this whole process. But one thing I had to stand firm in is what's for you is for you, and you have to know that when God tells you to move, it's really time to move. So for me personally, I felt led to pursue writing. And the thing about writing is there's no one clear path. Like it's not like you do this and then you do this and then you do this. Like there's so many other options. But as opposed to the 9 to 5 I was at, it was very clear that so I was a receptionist at a production company, which is still in entertainment, still creating content, still everything in essence that I wanted to do. But it would be like receptionist, executive assistant, then coordinator, manager. Like you work your way up to being an executive. And I honestly had no problem with that track for a long time, and I still have no problem with it. If that is what you feel called to, that's dope. And at the end of the day, I have no doubt that one day I'll be an executive of something, honestly, just on the way that I feel my career going. But at the same time, whenever I would say I wanted to be an executive, I also knew that I also wanted to be a writer. And honestly, I do think it's possible for me to do both in my lifetime, but I just thought I would become an executive first. Or, at some point when I feel stable financially, or when I feel stable like this, or when I feel ready like this, I'll quit my job and pursue writing. Or when I have more connections, or maybe when I get an agent and a manager, I can go ahead and do writing. But I just think the point of growth and the point of this thing we call life is to grow out of your comfort zone, to do things that make you feel uncomfortable. If you waited until you felt 1,000% ready to do anything, you honestly would get nothing done. You would never really achieve anything. So that's what I had to come to, was that if God is telling me to leave my job right now, He gonna do it. He gonna allow everything to work together for my good. And honestly, He more than did that, and I still have expectancy in my heart for what He's going to continue to do. Um, but I told when He told me, all right, I need you to quit your job, and I just know that this personally, he told me that it was the key to everything else. You know what I mean? Like leaving this job and pursuing what you really want to do is the key to everything else in your life. So I had to do that. So that everything else can now fall into place. But one thing I really prayed, I was like, God, I don't want to be unemployed. Just point blank period. I don't want to do it. Please just give me a job. So I found another job. So this week was my last week of work, and next week I start as a part-time personal assistant to a screenwriter. So it'll give me a chance to understand the path she took, the path I can take, the paths that there even are, explore them deeply, understand what a screenwriter does day to day. It's just honestly, God has been exceedingly and abundantly beyond all I can ask for, think, or imagine, and I know He's not done. And that's the craziest thing to me. He's not done. He can do this all day. He can keep going. So I'm just so excited about that, and I can't wait for what all is to come. So with that being said, I wanted to take you guys on this journey with me, because I know multiple people who have left their jobs, but when it was time for me to leave my job, I didn't know how to do so gracefully, really. I had to ask around. There's a lot of calls I had to make, and people I had to ask, well, how do I do this? How do I do that? What's the best way to do this? Best way to do that? So the next video I make on this channel will be explaining basically how to leave your job gracefully. I made sure I was able to train my replacement. I made sure that a lot of the documents that I had were up to date. I made sure that it was abundantly clear that nothing about the job was the reason I was leaving. It was more so the job didn't change, but I changed. That's one thing I definitely said. It was just it's not about y'all, it's about me. and I really wish this company all the best. I hope to work with that company again someday. My Mouth to God's Ears as a writer, like, it's nothing to do with this job or this company. It's all just about my personal journey that I'm on right now. So I'm gonna give tips on how to do that in my next video, and just take you on the journey of what happens when you leave your 9 to 5 and you're pursuing your passion, if that is your passion. You're pursuing a creative route. So I'm excited to share that with you guys. I'm excited to use this channel to do that. I haven't actually felt like a real purpose for this channel in a minute, so I'm excited for this. And God's just moving, y'all. He's doing great things. So if you haven't already, follow me on Instagram. I post some good fun content on there, I think. A few motivational videos on there as well. I'm trying to get into Twitter, y'all. If you want to follow me, you can. When I start tweeting, I'll let y'all know and you can follow that. But yeah, I appreciate you guys so much for watching. And yeah, I hope this spoke to somebody. And DM me, hit me up if you need to talk. If you in some situation where you're like, I might want to leave my job. Can you help me understand if that's what I'm feeling? Anything like that. So yeah, I appreciate you guys for watching. I hope this blessed you. I hope it spoke to you. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye!